What is the Gini coefficient? What is the Gini coefficient? All the Gini coefficient does is it measures the gap between the rich and the poor in a country. It measures how big the gap is. So in the country, there may be rich folks like yourself who earn $1 million per month. But you find that's a very, very small minority. The bulk of the country is made up of poor folks, teachers like myself, who perhaps earn, let's say, $1,000 per month. What the Gini coefficient does is it measures the gap in terms of the earnings between people in the country. And it gives you a metric, a figure of 0 to 1. If you've got a country where the Gini coefficient is high, it's approaching 1, let's say 0.7, that country is highly unequal. There's extreme inequality. The few people are very, very wealthy, earn a lot, $1 million per month, but the bulk of the population is actually earning very, very little, $1,000 per month. So there's high inequality if there's a higher Gini coefficient. If you've got a country where people earn very similar amounts and there isn't a massive gap between the very, very well off and the masses of the population, then you will have a lower Gini coefficient, and it might be something like 0.25 or whatever the case may be. Now, I like to express this Gini coefficient as a percentage. It's more understandable for people. So if a country had a Gini coefficient of, let's say, 65 or 70%, that would imply that country is highly unequal. If that country had a low Gini coefficient of, let's say, 20 or 25%, that would imply that that country is more equal. There isn't such a big gap between the very, very wealthy and the masses of the population. That is all the Gini coefficient measures, folks. It measures the level of equality, in this case in terms of earnings in a country.